welcome to Vida de Val3. My name is Valentina and today I'm going to be showing you how I wash my silk pillowcase. First, we're going to take any kind of silk product that you have. I do have these slip 100% silk pillowcase that I need to actually be washing. So let's get started. First, we're going to start off with lukewarm water, and I'm just going to use my sink in my laundry room. You're also going to get detergent, or you need some towels, and that's for the drying process. And that is about it. One, fill up your sink. Now that we have them all in the sink, I did want to mention that I have them all inside out. That does feel like help with any little nicks and stuff. And make sure you're not wearing any rings or any kind of jewelry that might snag the fabric, because this is very delicate fabric that we're dealing with. They're in the sink, and I'm just going to add the actual detergent. We are going to take a small cap-sized amount and fill it up to the line. Don't go crazy and fill it up to the top, just that first line that's actually in the little cap for the detergent. We're going to pour it into the side and not directly on top of the fabric. We've added the detergent. We have your pillowcases or whatever kind of silk fabric anchor in the water. We're going to be sure that we don't twist or agitate the fabric, because silk is very delicate. We're just kind of pat everything down, and that's how we're going to clean it. Since I have more than one silk product, you can layer them over each other and kind of just press down on them. So we're going to be hitting the bottom of the sink. So if you do have a problem area on the fabric, like a stain, you could add a little bit of vinegar to that stain, and then instead of just rubbing it to get the stain out with the product, what you're gonna do is you're just gonna pat it. So you're gonna press one part of the silk against the other part and just pat. So with silk, it is very, very delicate, and we want to be nice to it. We want to just love it. So as you can see, I am just patting down against the silk. I'm gonna take this moment to add my eye mask. So here they are, 1, 2, 3. We're gonna add a little bit more detergent, just the tiniest bit, not even half a cap, just less than that. Put it next to the product, never put the detergent directly on the silk itself. Now that you have extra fabric in here, I'm going to take the actual eye mask and just place them against each other. Okay, we're going to set a timer and let everything sit in this lukewarm water for about a full 3 minutes. And then we'll move on to step 2, which is actually rinsing. And I will be right back. So I am gonna take my hose and just spray my fabric down real quick, but before I do, I am gonna fully extend the piece before I spray. And it's gonna be a quick cold water spray. We do step 3, and we're gonna dry the actual silk pillowcases. You are gonna need a flat surface, of course, and a clean towel. All right, let's go that way. We're gonna lay a towel flat. And since this is a pretty big towel, we're gonna lay it half. We're gonna take one item at a time. I don't think this needs to be set, but just in case, make sure before you dry the product, there's no bubbles or any kind of soap left. It's 100% clean, so to speak. So we're gonna lay it flat completely. Avoid the need to wring the product, to squeeze all the water out. You just want to lay it down on the towel itself. Now we're going to fold it, and I feel like this is going to be one of the main ways to actually dry it. Now that you can see, we're going to take one end and we're going to fold that about 1 inch, maybe 2 inches, but yeah, probably like about 2 inches. And then take another part and fold it again. And the whole time we're folding it, we're patting dry. So the main thing here, we're not trying to completely take all the water out because it is going to need to air dry, but we want to get as much water as we can without damaging the actual fabric itself. That's what we're really looking for here. Fold it again, pat, 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 and the final fold. You could even take it, so the silk pillowcase is in the towel, of course, and fold it one more time if you wanted to. If you feel like it's really kind of wet, and you can even fold it again. And if you unfold it, just one end of it, you can feel it's a little bit damp. And when we lay it down, I'm gonna lay this on top of the dryer with the towel on the dryer end. I'll show you in a bit. We're gonna lay it down like this to air dry, and then in about 3 hours, I will come back to the laundry room and I will flip it, let that side dry, and I'll probably do it one more time on each side. And in a little bit, we will go into taking out the wrinkles. That's gonna be towards the end once this is actually almost completely dry. So I'm gonna get the next pillow, do the same thing until we're done with all 3 pillows. I'll be right back. So I wanna come back on here real quick and kind of hit over some key points real quick. So you want to make sure that you don't snag the fabric while you're washing it by hand. So make sure you take off all jewelry, of course, and then you don't have any kind of nicked nails. And secondly, you want to use as little as detergent as possible. So if that means you need to pre-treat any areas on the fabric prior to washing it, go ahead and do that. Secondly, you want to make sure that while you're washing the fabric that you're not basically being rough with it. You want to be very gentle with it, you know, kind of pat it. Now, if you do have any kind of silk product that does say it's dry clean only, then unfortunately just take it to the dry cleaner. Mine, I've actually washed these before several times by hand, so I knew they're going to be fine. So after they've dried, they're almost completely dry, but they're just a little bit damp. That's when you could take a steamer to them, leave them inside out, steam the product real quick. The only thing with that, make sure the steamer head part that's going to actually touch the silk pillowcase or whatever silk it is clean. Yeah, you want to make sure your cleaning products are clean when you're using them on, you know, very delicate fabric. So that'll take out any wrinkles you have, but also just laying it completely flat to dry and then turning it again also does help, I've noticed. The main thing that gets really wrinkly are my eye masks, and these will kind of dry like this, and I think it's because of the material that's inside. That's why they tend to do that. Now when I do use these pillowcase or these eye mask products, I don't have any makeup on. You shouldn't be sleeping with makeup anyway, but I do like to mention that I'm wearing no makeup at all. It's bare face. I've already given my skincare product time to set in, and my hair isn't wet. Nothing wet is touching my silk product. Makes it last a little bit. I hope that you like this video, you hit subscribe, and you leave me a comment down below. I will be posting new videos every Monday, so I hope to see you then. Bye!